Good copy might be enough to get by, and it may have gotten you to where you are now, but it won't position you as a go-to expert or help you command those higher prices you want if you want to scale your business. That's why you need great copy. Welcome to Seven Figure Copy, the show where I teach you how to create powerful strategic messaging so you can attract high-paying clients and scale your business to the next level with ease. I'm Gina Whitehouse, your expert conversion copywriter, and this podcast is for ambitious, value-driven female entrepreneurs like you who are ready to scale from 6 to 7 figures without sacrificing what matters most: your values, your time, and your family. In each episode, we'll dive into the art of crafting persuasive words for high-converting websites and sales pages, and you'll learn strategic copy techniques so you attract premium clients and boost your revenue. This podcast was created to help you tackle the challenges of balancing family life and business growth as you take your business to the next level. If you're ready to add a trusted partner to your team, making sure your message is compelling, consistent, and impactful, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Seven Figure Copy. I'm Gina Whitehouse, your host and go-to expert conversion copywriter, and I am so excited that you've joined me here today for the launch of Seven Figure Copy. This is a seasonal podcast, and the theme for season 1 will be positioning yourself as a go-to expert so you can attract high-paying premium clients. So if you haven't already, go back and listen to the trailer. Once you're done here, it will tell you exactly what you can expect from this podcast and who it's for and a bit of my own story. Now, over the course of the season, I'll specifically be diving into how you can optimize the copy on your website and other marketing platforms to really draw in your target audience and highlight the value of your services, products, and your expertise so that scaling your business really becomes easier and is no longer a struggle for you. You see, your copy should do the heavy lifting so that you're freed up to work in the areas of your business where you thrive. So today's topic is why good copy isn't enough for scaling your business to 7 figures. And before we get into the meat of this episode, I want to give you just a quick overview of where I've been in my career and where I am now, because I think it's important to share with you and give you a glimpse of how my mind works and how I'm here to help you reach your 7-figure goals. After high school, I went to college and studied architecture. Now, after college, I worked as an architectural designer doing mostly residential work until my husband and I decided to start a family. And then I didn't really want to work in the field anymore. I just didn't feel like it was compatible with my goals of wanting to be at home and raising my kids. So after I had my daughter, I started to get the itch to create. And that's what designers do. They say that designers never stop designing, and it's just true. And so I thought to myself, well, wouldn't it be great to create something and make some money at the same time? So I eventually ventured into starting my own business, and guess what I did? I actually started my own handmade pasta company. So I had my grandmother's old pasta machine that I never used, and I started making pasta, and then I started selling it. And I even had a pasta of the month club, and it would sell out every month. But man, it just took so much time. You could ask my husband, man, the place was a mess, like flour all over the floors and the cracks between our hardwood floors. And it was so much manual effort too. And then around the Christmas season, it was a lot of effort because I would sell these boxes and I'd get so many orders that it just really took the joy out of all of it. And so I decided really to just put that business away. And then I fell into actually health and fitness coaching. And that's a whole other story for another time. But it took me to a place where I ultimately started teaching other stay-at-home moms about how to build a business from home. And it was at that time that I was launching courses and I was selling products. So what did all these businesses need that I did? Well, they all needed a website to send people to, and they needed social media platforms where I could promote myself. And they all needed great copy that would eventually convert into sales. So I decided to finally invest and partner with a conversion copywriter because, look, I didn't want all that hard work and effort that I put into launching these courses to fall flat. I really needed amazing, persuasive copy that would persuade my target audience to buy. I mean, it's as simple as that, right? And when I partnered with this copywriter, I saw the impact that high converting copy had on my business. So I actually took a break from the online business space for a couple years. You know, God led me to focus on other areas like making an impact in person with the people around me. I had my hand in a lot of different things in the community, and I even ended up homeschooling my kids for a season, which I had always said I would never do. Don't ever say you'll never do anything because you might end up doing it. But anyways, when they finally went back to school, of course, I got the itch to create again. And so I decided to get back online, and I decided to make a pivot in my career, and I went and sharpened my writing skills, and I actually got certified as a conversion copywriter because, again, I saw the impact ahead in my business. So I thought, you know what, this is something I could help other women entrepreneurs and small business owners, people like you. I could help you build your business through the use of high converting copy. So with all these experiences, there's really been one common thread, and that's the ability to take this problem-solving, creative thinking mind that I have and see a project at the macro and the micro level. Now, what do I mean by that? It means that if you have a goal, let's say, and you're asking yourself, how do I get from point A to point Z? That I actually have the ability to see a project like that and reverse engineer it and break down all the steps that you need to get from A to Z. You know, just like how an architect can see the vision of that building in their head and then put a plan together of how that thing will get built, I'm really able to look at your business at a macro level and then put a plan together at the micro level for your marketing materials so that when someone lands on your website at point A, that they will scroll down to that, yes, I want to buy or work with you button and get them to point Z. So does that make sense? I'm here to give you all those copy elements you need and strategies and show you how to use them so that you can get to your goal of 7 figures and really use high converting copy and strategic messaging to your benefit. So let's dig in now and talk about the 4 key core elements you need to go from good copy to great copy. So let's start here. Why isn't good copy enough when you're trying to scale? Well, good copy might describe what you do, but high converting strategic messaging actually inspires action, and it builds authority and attracts the kind of clients you want to work with. It really bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. At this stage in your business, you're not just looking to get clients, right? You're looking to attract the premium clients, the right kind of people you want to work with, people who value your expertise and are really willing to pay for it. Good copy might be enough to get by, and it may have gotten you to where you are now, but it really won't position you as the go-to expert or help you command higher prices if you want to scale your business. What you really need is great copy and strategic messaging. You see, strategic messaging does more than just inform. It resonates. It makes someone think, that's me, or that's exactly what I need. So it makes your audience feel like you're speaking directly to their needs and their struggles and their goals. And your goal with strategic messaging and great copy is to get them to say, yes, I want to work with you, or yes, I want to buy your product. So what does high converting or strategic messaging look like? Let's break that down into 4 core elements that every piece of your copy needs to have. The first is powerful headlines. Think of this. Your headline is the first impression your audience gets, whether it's on your website's homepage or your about page, or even a sales page or an email subject line. It has to grab the attention of your ideal client or customer and make them want to keep reading. So for example, instead of saying something like as a headline, welcome to my website. No. A powerful headline might say something like, helping female entrepreneurs elevate your business to 7 figures without sacrificing your family or your values. Did you see there that it speaks directly to the audience, their goals, and their current struggles? Now, a couple months ago, I wrote a headline and subheadline for a burnout prevention coach who works with women leaders. Now, she was going through a revamp of her website, and she needed a headline that was attention grabbing, but that would also qualify anyone who landed on her website. Now, I'm sure you've heard this phrase before. It goes something like this. You want to repel the people you don't want to work with and attract those you do. Or as I like to say, you want to draw in your dream client and turn away those who aren't the right fit. Well, how do you do this? You do this in your headline and your subheadline by calling out exactly who the target audience is and then pressing in on either their pain points, like their struggles, or their desires and their wants. So this is what her headline said before we worked together. It said, helping you create more balance and joy in your life. Okay, so my first thoughts there are, who are you helping? And it also doesn't say, it really doesn't say, it just says you, right? So who is you? And then the subheadline said, Receive personalized support in person or from the comfort of your own home. Again, I'm thinking who is receiving the personalized support and why. So this is what I wrote for her homepage for her headline and subheadline. The headline says now, say goodbye to burnout and hello to a life full of joy and balance. Did you see here that I'm focusing on the transformation that our ideal client will get when they work with her? So that person is going from burnout to joy and balance. So for the subheadline, I wrote for her, personalized coaching for courageous women entrepreneurs and leaders who are ready to thrive at work and at home. So do you see here is I called out who the service is for. So the service is for courageous women entrepreneurs and leaders. And then I highlighted their desires, which are to thrive at work and at home. Did you see that difference? A powerful headline will draw in your dream client and customers and make them want to continue reading down the page. It will also dissuade the wrong fit person from working with you. And that's important because it will save you time and energy so you can put your time and energy toward the people and tasks that will allow you to really scale your business. Okay, so the second core element of great copy are clear calls to action that speak to your ideal client or customer. Think about this, your calls to action, or as I like to say, your CTAs, they should not just say click here or learn more. Actually, they aren't just buttons. A clear call to action can also be a bold statement, like something that asks your target audience to take action. They need to tell your audience exactly what they'll gain from taking that next step. So here's an example. Instead of saying schedule a call, you could try something like, let's plan your next big breakthrough. Book your free strategy call today. That's a clear, direct statement, and it focuses on the benefit of working with you. Recently, I wrote copy for a marketing and branding strategist, and this was for her about page. And we ended the page with this call to action. It says now, if you're ready to go from all over the place to a trusted, credible, and respected brand, hit the Yes, I'm Ready button, and let's see how we can partner together today. But previously, it said, if you want to connect, hit the Let's Chat button, and let's see if I can help. You see in that second version, the original version, nothing was mentioned about the benefits or the transformation that her future clients would get from working with her. So I want you to see here that it's important to use these opportunities in your copy to remind your target audience of what they'll get when they work with you. In this example, the new copy that I wrote told the potential client that they'll become a trusted, credible, and respected brand once they work with this marketing and branding strategist. So don't miss out on these opportunities to really paint a picture of what your target audience can have when they work with you. Next, the third core element of seven-figure copy is having consistent and persuasive messaging across all your platforms. So just remember this, consistency is really key. Your websites, your emails, your sales pages, and your social media platforms, they all need to reinforce the same message and tone. If your Instagram uses phrases and language, let's say, that feels casual, but your website copy feels overly formal, then it will create confusion. So think of your messaging as a conversation. You want it to feel cohesive, no matter where your audience encounters you. Always remember this little catchphrase, consistency instead of confusion. Lastly, to have great copy, you really need to understand the needs, struggles, and desires of your target audience. Your copy should show your audience that you get them, that you understand them, and most importantly, that you are in their head. So for example, if your ideal client struggles with burnout, your messaging might say something like, I know you're working harder than ever and feel like you're drowning, but it doesn't have to feel this way. Let's create a strategy that brings balance and gives you results. Do you see this approach connects with their emotions and positions you as someone who understands their challenges? So do the research, get in your head. You just want someone that when they hit your website or read any of your words that they say, wow, she is really in my head. She gets me and she understands I want to work with her. Ultimately, the goal of strategic messaging is really to position yourself as the go-to expert in your field. Listen to me here. It's not about shouting louder than everyone else. You may feel tempted to do that, but just don't. It's about saying the right things to the right people at the right time. High converting copy will create that trust. It will build authority with your audience and tell them to take action. And when it's done right, it really works as hard as you do to grow your business. You won't be left wondering anymore if the words on your website or in your emails or on your sales page are mediocre. Listen, I don't want you staying up late tweaking and erasing all the words and going over it over and over again because you're just not sure. I really want to give you the tools to have copy that's expertly crafted that really draws in your ideal clients and customers. Remember that really great copy gives you peace of mind and keeps you from laboring over and over again. So today we talked about the 4 core elements of 7-figure copy. We talked about having powerful headlines, having a clear call to action, using consistent messaging, and really having a deep understanding of your audience. So here's your challenge for the week. I always want to leave every episode with something that you can put into action, a how-to, something that you can do. All right. So here's for this week. I want you to take one of these elements and apply it to a piece of your current messaging. Maybe it's rewriting your homepage headline to speak directly to your audience's desires or struggles, or maybe you're going to make that next call to action more benefit focused. Just whatever you do, I want you to start small and I want you to start somewhere. And remember, your copy doesn't just represent your business, it represents your values and your vision. So when your messaging is aligned and strategic, it really becomes a tool for scaling your business so you can focus more on what matters most. So you've heard me talk a lot about websites in this episode, and you may be thinking one of these things. You may be thinking, what if my website is the one thing that's holding me back from scaling my business? Or does my website really make me look as polished and professional as I need to be to attract those premium clients? Or perhaps you're saying to yourself, I feel like my homepage isn't showcasing the value I bring to the table, or you're just worried that your competitors have a more compelling website and you're losing clients to them. If that's you, I want you to head over to the show notes right now. And I want you to download my 7-figure homepage checklist. This checklist will list out for you the 12 essential copy elements you need on your homepage to begin attracting high-paying clients. Read through it and take 10 minutes to just do a small self-audit of your homepage, see what you're missing, see what needs to be added or what needs to be tweaked so that you can start really drawing in those premium clients that you want to work with today. In the next episode, I'm going to give you the most important copy and strategic messaging principles that you can't ignore in your marketing if you really want to grow and scale your business and make your copy work for you. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of 7-Figure Copy. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to leave a 5-star review on your favorite platform and follow me on Instagram for more insights. Can you think of one female entrepreneur or small business owner right now who could benefit from listening to this podcast? Please share this episode with them. And if you're ready to hand off the copy for your website, emails, and sales pages, head over to www.whitehousesm.com to book a complimentary copy chat with me. Let's partner together to take your business to the next level.